around it. And oh, then they're right in the smack of Europe, and they have a lot of neighbors, they speak a lot of different languages, da 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 da. So you have some background. And that they come from the major cities, so how is the pricing in their city compared to yours? Vice versa, I look at mine and I say, well, I'm sitting in California, and you know, I'm in the West Coast, I do have ocean, I do have all of those things. My pricing in my area, such and such, is influenced by this kind of climate. In Southern California, the reason why I like it is because I have year-round, I have one season, practically I have no winters. And I love sunshine. And guess what? I had some, this is the Americas course. I have clients from Chile. And the Chileans have the same climate as Southern California. If I didn't study this, I wouldn't know that. Now, my Spanish is not good, but when I have a translator, I kind of relate to it. And I say, hey, we have the same, they're down south, just the opposite hemisphere. So my winter is their summer. But a lot of the time, our weather is the same. And they are big producers of agriculture, and they ship all around the world. You know, big growers. And so they love Southern California because they feel immediately at home because the weather is the same. Same weather. So we talk about the weather. You know, it's just like the comfort zone of what people understand. You find commonality to start a conversation. So it's interesting that I found that, oh, my Chilean people, I'll talk more about weather. So the unique features, where they come from, that also gives you a lot of information. What kind of natural resources do they have? Then the real estate side, what is their market size compared to yours? Now, my friend from Cambodia, I know so little about Cambodia, I confess. One of those few places I have not been to. So one day I'm going to go visit you.
Give me a call.
Give you a call.
Just Facebook.
Huh?
Yes,
Yes.
And we are now the group to welcome you.
yes.
That's so sweet. It is very exciting to learn a new market, because then you get to know the people, the culture too. And do they have private property rights? But my communication for my offshore clients, I jump right into that because that's a big deal, to have ownership of the property forever. And if you're a foreigner, you come to US, you can buy it, put it in your name, it forever belongs to you. Most people can't do that in their own country. I originally, born and raised in Hong Kong, people say I own the flat. No, they don't own it. It's on a ground lease for 99 years back in the old days. Still now, the lease has been extended. You say about ownership, but there's no true ownership. No fee simple title. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of these things about the real estate, read all of that. The demographics, again, gives me a lot of information. If they come from a country, if they come from Japan, I know they have a huge population that are growing quite old. In US, I look at my demographic in the country, the demographic is still holding up the economy for a while, because you're talking about a lot of older people, the baby boomers, which is my age group. Every minute there's a baby boomer who's retiring. So there's a lot of people retiring. Are there going to be younger generation coming in? We do have a big young generation, but that's not enough to support the older ones who are retiring. So a lot of things about age, about all that, and demographics, and what kind of language do they speak? That's also good to know. What kind of governments do they have? Because that would impact your real estate decision for your client and compared to yours, all right? And this is the kind of, what is the economy like? What are their imports and exports? Do as much as you can, and the infrastructure and beyond the basics and the networking. Oh, let me show you this site. Are we okay with this? I changed it to a different part. You will be surprised that you can get a ton of information. It's in your book somewhere, www.cia.gov. You can go to, this is literally the Central Intelligence Asia.